another video by Comesrex, and today I'm going to be doing that long-awaited Q&A video. Finally, it's coming, and just before Christmas too. And no, I'm not reviewing this set in this video. Maybe in another video, maybe. But anyway, yeah, today we're doing the Q&A video. Finally, it's here. Thank you to all the people who have posted comments with questions for me to answer here. It's just great to see the community engaging and to answer some of the things that you might want to know. So I have this here, the arc, and these minifigures, just so I'm not just like talking and just talking, you know. While I'm talking, I just like pew pew, and you're like, yeah, you know, that sort of thing. Just so that there's like something interesting on the screen besides my hands. But yeah. So for the people who've asked questions, like, I mean, if you've asked a question and it was on not the last update video, then sorry I didn't get them. But in like every video since I started the Q&A thing, I've told you to go post them on the last update video, which was in November. So yeah, if you put up a question somewhere and I didn't see it because it wasn't on the last update video, sorry, but that was in every video where I asked for you to post questions. So I have a piece of paper here with all the questions, and the first one I'm going to get to is from Spiderwall, and go check him out. He does gaming videos. So yeah, and he's really good at it. Does a lot of Halo nowadays. I enjoy him a lot. So anyway, he asks, does it get expensive buying individual parts for your custom builds? Which is going off the update video where I showed me unboxing some of the parts that I ordered from them. I'd say it depends, because, you know, there's different sellers, different places you can buy Lego parts. So I guess a lot of it depends on where you buy it from and who you buy it from. Like the place I used recently, which is toypro.com, their prices are pretty good. They don't some of their Lego stock isn't as various as I'd like it to be, isn't as varied as I like it to be, but for what they have, it's pretty good price. Shipping is not too bad. They are based in the Netherlands. I think if that's what the package said. I think they're in the Netherlands, or, you know, they're overseas from the US is basically what I'm saying. But yeah, so delivery. A lot of people say the delivery is really fast. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure how long it takes for other people. But yeah, shipping is good. What's good about it too that I really like is that they tell you the shipping price and the price of all the stuff you put in your shopping cart right up front. Like you have your categories up here, and then you have your scrolling through the parts here. And then over here it just tells you the price of everything together. Like, here's all the price of all your Lego parts together. Then down here it also tells you how much shipping is going to be, which is really helpful, because then you know exactly how much you're spending right up front. So that's cool. As for expenses, like I said, depends on where you get it. A favorite for buying Lego parts is Bricklink, which you can go check that out. Just type it in Bricklink, you should find it. It's really popular. Basically, users on the site sell their parts. So, say you want to buy a Kit Fisto minifigure, you can go on Bricklink and find it used or new, depending on the seller. And there's like millions of stores and tons of Lego parts. Thing about that is that there's no consistency with the prices. Like, you could find a Kit Fisto minifigure for like, I mean, I'm just making this up. Maybe you could find this for like 50 cents from some seller in Germany or something. Or you could find it for like, I don't know, $5 from somewhere else. It all depends there. But yeah, it really does depend on where you're buying it from. Bricklink is generally the more popular place to go to buy Lego parts, but Toy Pro is pretty good. Just like I said, their stock is kind of limited. But yeah, that's the first question. So the next question would be from Christian Mischka. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it right, by the way. So Christian Mischka asks, how much time do you spend on custom builds? Now, the time I spend on custom builds, let's take Golden Tahu, for instance, which is fairly recent, or something even more recent, like Deadeye, for example, is one of my most recent Hero Factory mocks. Generally, those builds take about an hour to maybe half an hour. But of course, it kind of depends on the mock and how complex it is. Like, say, Golden, let's see, what's the name? Golden Kopaka. That probably took me more than an hour, maybe 2 hours or an hour and a half or so to finish, just because of how complex he came out to be, how many things went into him. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't really keep track of the time when I'm building, but as an estimate, generally maybe 30 minutes to an hour for most mocks, and then maybe more for others. Like my Surge version 2 mock, that took a long time to build. It probably took me maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours to come up with the first version, which I didn't like, so I completely redesigned it. And the redesign probably took an hour to do. So yeah, that right there is like 4 hours total to complete that one mock. So yeah, it can take a little while depending on the complexity, like I said, but generally for me it's like 30 minutes to an hour. So now with that said, Christian Mishka has another question, and he asks, aside from Bionicle and Hero Factory, what are your top 3 favorite LEGO themes? Now this I'll have to say first that I'd say maybe Hero Factory isn't exactly one of my favorites. I mean, I like it and I definitely enjoy Hero Factory, but you know, not exactly one of my favorites. I mean, the story is pretty simplistic, you know, it's heroes versus villains, but I mean, everything they do is cool. Like the last series was mechs. That was cool. A lot of people didn't like how they downsized the figures, but still, it's mechs versus monsters. Who doesn't like that? But aside from that, it's cool. It's just simplistic. It's not like that, like, oh my gosh, Hero Factory. It's just like, oh hey, Hero Factory, you know. But I'd say that my top 3 LEGO themes, period. Number 1 would be the Ninjago theme. That is just, I mean, who doesn't like ninjas with elemental powers that fight epic people? I mean, they've been doing really good with Ninjago, and I really look forward to the next series and the movie that we're probably going to get, and yeah, that would be my number 1 LEGO theme. Now, I haven't really thought of my top 3 before, so it was kind of on the fly. So, number 2 LEGO theme, that would be, probably I'd have to say Star Wars, more because of what they've released recently. Like, those, the Force Awakens sets they've done for Star Wars have been really nice. I really like them. Then they just did the buildable figures for Star Wars, which I really like, especially General Grievous and Darth Vader. Those look cool, and I hope they do release people like Kylo Ren and stuff. So yeah, Star Wars, especially because of the recent sets, I would have to put that in my second favorite. Then we get to Bionicle, which would be my third favorite. Then you know, all that stuff. Nexo Knights, which is a new theme by LEGO, I would have put that on this list because that stuff looks so epic. But I haven't gotten any of the sets and experienced them, but that one definitely deserves special mention on the top 3 list for my top 3 LEGO themes. So yeah, number 1 Ninjago, number 2 would be Star Wars, number 3 is Bionicle. Yeah, I just have a lot of Bionicle and, you know, some Hero Factory, mostly because those sets are generally cheaper, like say the ARC 170. I don't remember the price for this thing, but it's definitely above $40, whereas you know, I got 2 like really cool figures from Bionicle for $30. So yeah, they're CCBS stuff from LEGO's just priced better and just easier to build with. But yeah, with that said, let's move on to the next question, which is also by Christian Mishka. And he says, do you have to practice putting your mocks together? If so, how much time does it take? And to that, I'd say building the mock itself is kind of practice, I guess you'd have to say. So like the other question, it still takes like an hour to an hour and a half, but I'm not sure I'd say you practice putting mocks together, but building the mocks themselves is the practice. Like, I mean, you get what I'm saying. Like making a movie, you make little short films here and there to get experience and practice with making things. That's how it works, you know. So it's not really that you practice putting mocks together, but that you just build mocks. I mean, if you don't want to showcase them on like social media or whatever, that's fine, but it's not so much practice as just putting mocks together that, you know, that you do most of the time. But yeah, so that's it for the questions. I don't know what I said there. So thank you for you two for posting your questions. It is greatly appreciated. So just because I thought this video would be kind of short, I did make up 2 of my own questions. I'm going to choose one of them to answer, just because, you know, this video is already 10 minutes long, but yeah. So I did make up 2 questions. I'm going to answer one of them, which is going to be, why do I build using CCBS? Now, the reason I build using CCBS versus System, which if you don't know the difference, CCBS is the system, or the building system from LEGO I've been using on all my MOCs thus far. System would be like this ARC 170 with all the studs and plates and stuff. Yeah, CCBS is for building figures with LEGO. So yeah, I mostly use CCBS because it's just easier to build with. And not only is it easier to build with, but it's also easier to remember what you put together. I mean, if you made some like crazy, huge, complex CCBS MOC with like Technic and stuff, I don't think I could remember that. Like, I still have trouble remembering my own custom Technic builds. But like, take Deadeye for example, and you know, Makulta and Tahu and stuff. It's just when you use a CCBS, it's easier to put together and remember how to put it together, because it's so much more simple than, say, a System MOC. That's mostly the reason why I use CCBS, and it's a lot cheaper, like I mentioned earlier. Like this, over $40, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. I think this was around the $40 or more price range. Versus, like I said, I got the Mouse Maker vs. Skull Grinder for $30. So that's 2 figures, a really important mass of the Bionicle series, and quite a few good parts for $30 versus this. Now, the System builds do come with a lot more parts generally, because I mean, this comes with like probably more than 100. I'm not sure, because I haven't looked at the box. I don't even have the box anymore. But yeah, I mean, these might come with more parts, but these are just more complex. Like, if I took apart one of my custom System MOCs and tried to put that back together on video, that would go really bad. And I probably wouldn't be able to put that together like ever again. So yeah, that's why I build using CCBS. It's just so much easier, so much simpler to remember. And yeah, so that's it for this Q&A video. And this was a subscriber special, so thank you to all you subscribers. Just thank you so much for, you know, subscribing. It's just really awesome to know that all of you are interested in seeing MOCs from me and seeing what the things I've built, you know. Just thank you guys so much. I'll put the links to the 2 people who asked questions, which is Spiderwall and Kristen Mishka again, who posted questions on the last update video. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll link your channels. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. It really is awesome. And yeah, this is Commander X signing off, and I'll see you later.